Okay, XDA and YouTube, we are going to get our phone ready to upgrade from our system software version B126 to the new version B148 that was released on 10/8/2014. So I am already rooted with TWRP installed and Expose modules installed and my build prop edited. So we're going to have to pretty much undo all that, and I'm just going to record it on the steps I'm taking and see if it works. So what we're going to do is turn the phone on. And first thing I want to do is go into my Expose modules and turn everything off. So we're going to go to our modules and we're going to uncheck every one of these. And this is every one I currently have working right now. Nope. I hit the wrong button, so we're going to have to back out. Keep unchecking, uncheck, uncheck. And you guys can take note of all the ones I'm using if you want. Check, uncheck. I'm going to click back. I'm going to click back. I'm going to click home. We're going to close everything out just for fun. And now we're going to restart. Now when the phone's restarted, technically all of our Expose modules should be turned off. I don't know if I'm going to get any error messages, but we're going to find out together. Now my nav bar should be back to normal, my status bar should be back to normal. As you can see, all the icons right here are back to normal, so that's all a good sign. You got the gray ugly nav bar again. And no error messages, so that's good. So now from here, what we're going to want to do is download ES File Manager if you don't already have it installed, because we need to edit our build prop. And there it is. We're going to install this. And again, we're using this to edit our build prop back to normal, so when we upgrade our system software, it has all the stock information. Now we're going to go ahead and open this. It should ask for super user permissions somewhere. We're going to go to Tools. We're going to go to Root Explorer. And it's going to ask. We're going to grant it. We've been granted super user permissions. Now from here we're going to go to Mount Read and Write. And we're going to turn 1, 3, and 4 on. Click OK. Now from here we're going to go to our device. We're going to go to System. Then we're going to go to Build Prop. Then we're going to go to Note Editor. And we're going to look for HW Theme Config. And I know it's here somewhere, down here somewhere. And again, this is part of the fun, looking for RO Config HW Theme right there. I'm going to put it right in the middle. See how it was originally 2. And to get Expose Installer working, we had to change it to 2 to a 0. Now we're going to want to revert that back to a 2. So we're going to click the menu, we're going to click Edit, and now we're in Edit mode. Oop, Menu and Edit. And we got to find it again. R Config HW Theme. We're going to click it. We're going to click Backspace. And we're going to place that with a 2. And we're going to click this. We're going to click the middle one and click OK. And click back. Do you want to save the build prop? Yes. Now just to make sure it is saved, click this again and see how you got edit and delete back. And just to double check, see how it says RO Config HW Theme equals 2? So it is changed. So now we're going to go back. We're going to come back to this. We're going to go to Root Explorer again, and we're going to turn 1, 3, and 4 off again. 1, 3, looking for. Click OK. We're going to back out of this again. We're going to close it. We're going to close all of our apps again. And we're going to restart our phone one more time. So now we turned off all of our exposed modules. We put our build prop back to normal. And now we're going to flash our TWRP recovery back to our stock recovery. And if you don't have an image of that, I'll put a link to it because it's on the XDA website. Okay, now from here we're going to check our exposed module just to make sure that it is not working and the build prop took. Okay, see, the latest version of exposed module is not yet active. The way we fixed that was we changed the build prop from a 2 to a 0. Now it's not working again because we put it back. Okay, now from here I already have debugging connected, and this is where we go to our computer now. Okay, I'm going to look up. Okay. Now from here is our TWRP recovery that we used in a previous video to install TWRP, and here is my stock recovery. Okay. So the way we're going to do this is we have our phone hooked up to our computer. We're going to go to our command prompt. We're going to do just like we use TWRP. So we're going to type in cd:/ADB, and it's going to take us to our ADB folder, which is right here. I can show you that. See, CADB. Now from there we're going to want to run this. So we're going to type in fast boot flash recovery. Oh, let me move this so I can see. FLASH recovery. And then we're going to want to put the directory C:/ADB/ and we're going to spell this right here. RECOVERY _ MT2LO3.img and hit enter. And it says waiting for our device. Okay. So I'm going to drag this up so you can see it. We're going to do that. Okay. Now from our phone, doesn't boot into our bootloader automatically like in the previous videos. So we're going to want to unplug it. We're going to power the device off. Okay, my device is turned off. Now to get into your bootloader, you're going to hold the power down rocker and the power button, the volume down rocker and the power button, and when you see the logo, take your finger off the volume down rocker. Okay? Take your hand off, and now we're in the bootloader. See where it says unlocked? Now, if everything goes right, when I plug this in, this is going to stay the same. And you're going to see this work right here, hopefully without any error messages. So this is flashing a stock recovery back over TWRP now. Error, cannot open recovery MT2LO3.img. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Let's change this to something simpler. Stock. How's that? So now we're going to do flash or fast boot recovery. Fast boot flash recovery space C colon backslash adb backslash stock.img. We're going to click enter. There we go. So I just had a spelling error is all it was. Okay, so it says waiting. Okay, now from here we should just power our phone off. We're going to turn the phone back on. We're going to let it boot up one time just to make sure we didn't brick our phone. And once it's booted up, we're going to power it off and we're going to try and boot in to our recovery and see if TWRP is in fact installed, or hopefully it is not installed no more. And again, all this was just a spelling error, so all I did was just rename it to something simpler. That's my mobile printer drivers. You might not have that, but we can close it and it turned on because we have it hooked up. I can print from my phone, that's what that is. Okay, so we didn't brick our phone, which is good. So far so good. I still have no data loss, which is very important to me. Okay, from here we're going to turn it off again. And again, while this is turning off, what happened here again was, as I was typing this, there's an error right here with the underscore or this, or something didn't match up. So what I did was, all I did was just rename the image file to stock.img. I know it's my stock image, and then I retyped the code again and I just typed stock image, so I didn't have to type the underscore and all that, because that could have been the problem. Okay, from here, we're going to hold the power up rocker, the volume up rocker this time in the power button. Let your hand go. Hold the power button. Well, maybe I didn't hold it long enough, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to reflash our phone now, because we'll see when it restarts into the recovery mode. This was more of just a test, but I'm not going to turn the phone off and on just to go into recovery. Okay, from here, what you're going to want to do, because technically our phone should be stock again, is we're going to go to menu. We're going to go to About Phone. We're going to see how it's got a system update. We're going to click that. And we're going to scroll right back down here again. There we go. Okay, we're going to click Online Update. We're going to click download and install. Now I know it's only 24 megabytes, but it's just slow. Oh, it's actually going quick today. Okay, last night it was going really slow, which is good. Okay, it says this update will not erase our personal data, again, which is very important to me, and we're responsible for our own backup. We know this. We're going to click install, and this is where it hung up last time, because it booted into the recovery and we had a custom recovery and then it failed. So hopefully when it restarts right now, this is where the moment of truth. And there is the stock recovery. So we are already further than we've ever been. So we're just going to check and look at everything real quick because I'm just interested. Opening, verifying, installing, yes, checking, assert. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Let's see here. Assert failed. Apply patch check So I don't know if this worked. So we're going to click reboot. Didn't sound good. And I'm going to check the system version, even though it said failed, which doesn't sound good. Failed means failed, and it still didn't work. Well, that's not good. Okay guys, I figured out the problem on why I was getting those error messages, and the problem is when I rooted my phone, I installed a program which allowed me to uninstall all the bloatware that came with the phone, as in Huawei Help, Asphalt 8, a navigation program. Well, to update, you need all those programs there. So what we need to do is we need to go to our stock system files, and we need to transfer some of those over. And if you don't have that, it's okay, it'll be on the website, but I'll show you what I'm doing right here. So I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one with this problem. So we're here, and here's my stock system files. Again, this will be for download. And right here is app. Okay? So now we're going to look, I need Hawaii something. Away. And we're going to copy all this right here. Because I deleted that. I deleted the Huawei Help and I deleted the Asphalt 8. So now we need to turn on the file sharing on our phone. I already have it on. And we're going to go to our PC. We're going to go to my SD card. And we're going to paste it right here. So here's all right here, okay? So from there, we're going to go back to our phone. We're going to turn off the USB storage. Okay, we're going to go home. We're going to go to our file, ES File Explorer. And we're going to click a SD card. And see them right here. So we're going to want to hold it. Check, check, check. And we're going to want to cut. Oop, sorry. We're going to want to cut it, not hit the back button. Hold it. Check, check, check. Cut. And then we're going to want to go back to our device. System, apps. Device. See where it says device? System, apps. And we're going to want to paste it all in here. Okay, now they're all in here. Now we're going to go back to our update, and we're going to see if we're missing anything else. System, about phone, system update, online update. Again, I just tried this, and I had a Route 66 error, which is the navigation app that I deleted. So I added that back, and I tried it again, and then this was the other app that it said it's missing. So we just added that back. So we're going to try it again and see if I'm missing any other app or if it's going to go through this time. But again, if you rooted your phone and you want to install the stock Huawei bloatware, you're going to have to install that back. And apparently I'm the first one to have done this on the XDA form because nobody else has these error messages. Again, this update is going to not erase your personal data, but yet we're responsible for our own backups. We know. We're going to try this again and see what app we're missing next, or is it going to go through this time? Okay, see how this one says now I'm using music2.odex. Okay, so we're gonna reboot the system now, We're going to go back to my computer. We're going to go back to our little files of the stock, which I downloaded, so it's right here. We're in our apps. And we're going to search for music. And there it is. So now when our phone boots back up, we're going to copy this back to our phone. We're going to put it in our app folder under systems. And we're going to try the update again. It's a lot of work just to fix some camera bugs, huh? Then, once that's all updated, we're going to put root back on. We're going to put TWRP back on. And we're going to delete all this stuff again. Okay, back to our phone. We're going to go ahead and turn on file sharing because we need to copy these to our phone. And then we're going to scroll back up so you can see the computer. There it is right there. That's my internal, but I want my external. There we go. We're going to paste it. We're going to go back to our phone now. We're going to turn off USB storage. We're going to click Home. And we're going to repeat the same process. We're going to go back to File Explorer. We're going to go to our SD card. We're going to click. We're going to click. We're going to cut. We're going to go back to our device. We're going to click System, Apps, and then we're going to paste it here again. And this is where all your apps are for your phone, if you want to see what I'm talking about. It's your phone app, you know what I mean, your Play Store, all this. So now it's pasted. We're going to try the update again. And it says the system update failed last time. I might as well just click that, so it brings us right to it. We're going to download it, install it again for the 4th time maybe. But making progress every time. And again, this is all my fault because I wanted to uninstall all the bloatware that I never use. And once this is done installing, we'll apply it again, and we'll see if we make it all the way through this time, or there is another app that I deleted. So far, this is the 4th or 5th app I put back onto the phone, and I don't believe there was that much bloatware on the Huawei Ascend 2, so this might be the last one. Come on, it can do it. I wish I didn't have to download this every time because it's on the phone, but it's the only way. "21 megabytes, 22 megabytes, 23 megabytes, almost." There we go. Yes, we already read that. We're going to install it and see if it goes through this time, or we have another error message saying I deleted another app. The good news is we're moving forward every time and not backwards. Here it is, verifying it again. Checking to make sure I have all my files. Of course, I deleted Twitter. What was I thinking? I need my Twitter. Alright, so we're going to reboot the phone. We're going to come up to here. And we're going to go back to downloads. And this. We're going to go back into the apps. And we're going to search for Twitter. And there's Twitter. As you can tell, I don't do too much tweeting. So I copied that. And once the phone's back up, we'll turn on file sharing. And we'll add this. It's unlocked. There it is. We're going to drag our slider down. We're going to turn on file sharing. I'm going to come back up to our computer. That's our internal. Here's our storage card. We're going to paste it again. Or paste, not again, but paste in Twitter. Okay. We're going to come back to our phone. We're going to turn off USB storage. I'm going to click our home button. We're going to come back to ES File Explorer. As you can tell, I don't really care what's going on in the background right now because we're not worried about that. Okay, there's Twitter. Click, click. We're going to cut it and go back to our apps, device, system, apps, and we're going to paste it. So now we have Twitter back on our phone. Hooray. Close all the apps, and we're going to run our system update again. And how many apps could I have possibly deleted, right? That's the 5th or 6th one now. We gotta wait for it to download all over again. So far, the apps I had to put back on was Route 66, Google Play Music, which was the music file, Twitter, Huawei Help, and I believe that's all I have so far. Route 66 was the first one. And I think there was one more, but I'll look back when I do the video. But so far, I've had to put Route 66 back on, Google Play Music, which I never use, Twitter, I never use, Huawei Help, I will never use, I have XDA. But you need them all on your phone to do this update, apparently. That's 17 megabytes. Oh, I think Asphalt was the other one. The game. You needed to put that on there too, the APK and the ODX. So there's been 5 so far. But all 5 are, you know, minor that we'll never use and I should be able to delete. And, you know, it's not too big of a deal. As you can tell, I'm not really doing anything. I'm just waiting more than anything. There it is. Okay, it's downloaded it, so we're going to install it, and we'll see if I need to put something else back on my phone, or it's going to finally go through this time. Attempt 7. Okay, there's another one right here. Okay. BitCasa Android client. I don't know what that is. We're going to find out though. So before I do that, I want to look on here and make sure I can find that. So we're going to go back to our file system, apps. Well, here it is right here. I don't even need to look for it. So we're going to copy these two, and we are going to boot this back up because we got to put file sharing back on. This has to be the last one, right? You think it would go in alphabetical order, but it doesn't. Okay. Oh, we need to turn on file storage. I need to turn that on. Once that's on, it's going to show up on my computer. We're going to paste those files. Not here, but the next one. Right here. We're going to paste the files. You guys know the routine already. I've done it 5 times. I'm going to come back here. We're going to turn off USB storage. We're going to go to ES file. We're going to go to our SD card, not our internal SD card. Oh wait, did I install, where did I put those? I guess I never installed it. Okay. So what we need to do is copy this, turn it on over here. Sorry, I thought I copied them, but I guess not. We're gonna wait for it right here. Not that one, that's my internal SD card, but this one right here. And we're gonna paste it. Maybe I pasted Twitter again by accident. So we're gonna take that. And we're gonna delete this because we don't need this anymore. Okay, so there's our 2 on the phone. We're going to come back to the phone. We're going to turn off USB storage. We're going to go back to File Explorer, and there they are. Okay. We're going to put these, you know where. Going to paste it. We're going to try the update again. Now, I don't remember uninstalling this much, but every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I did uninstall it. Okay, so we're going to see the update failed, and we're going to do it again. Again, it's not hard work, it's nothing scary, it's just tedious. I guess what I could have done, if I'd known it would have been this many, going back, what I would have done is just copy everything in here and then paste it into the app folder in my phone, but don't have it overwrite anything that's already existing, so it would only paste just the stuff that I was missing. But again, this is the first time, so we have to work it out. But if I was you and I'm watching this video and I uninstalled 7 or 8 things like me, I would just copy and paste everything onto my phone. But don't overwrite the stuff that's already on the phone. Again, this is why I'm making the video. It's no big deal. But instead of going through one by one like I'm doing here, because every time I get done I think it's the last one I deleted, and every time I go to install it we find out there's something else I deleted. So just copy and paste that whole folder. Again, but don't overwrite the stuff that's already in there. That way it'll paste quicker. I think it's 512 megabytes of apps. And ODX files. So we're gonna try it again, and I'm not betting my lunch money that this is gonna work this time because I've deleted so many files, I guess. But hopefully it works. This is getting tiresome. So it's going to run the update again. It's going to tell me if I'm missing any other files. Oh, and I am, of course, Hangouts. I fucking hate Hangouts. So we're going to reboot. And again, I just found Hangouts right here. The APK file and the ODEX. We're going to copy that. Now when the phone turns back on, we'll paste it. And I'm making a list of all the stuff I deleted. Because this is all the stuff that's pointless on our phone. To me anyways. I don't want to say pointless. I don't use Hangouts. We need to turn it on. And on. When it turns back on our computer, we'll paste it. There's our internal, and we want the external. So we're going to paste it. Okay. We're going to come back to our phone. We're going to turn it off like normal. I'm getting tired to keep telling the steps over and over again. SD card, here's Hangouts. Copy and copy. We're going to cut it. Go to device, system, app. We're going to paste it. We're going to run the update again. Update failed. Let's run it again. Let's download the file for the 9th time probably. Simple update, huh? And I'm looking through the stuff of this downloading right here, just seeing if I remember deleting anything else. And I'm not too sure if I deleted the flashlight or not, because I don't use it, but I think it's still on there. And the way I can check though is I think it's in tools, because if I don't have it, then obviously it's gonna fail, right? Management maybe? No. There's their flashlight. Okay, so I do have that. Okay, so let's go back to our download. It's almost done. While that's downloading, we're going to scroll through the rest of the list just to see. I think we added that back already. I know I deleted that. Yes, we did. I don't know what this is. I might have deleted that. That might be the next one, unless it's not. I don't think I deleted any of that stuff. Music too is Google Music. I deleted that, and if you remember, +1. I don't even know why that's on this phone. So this really might be the last one. So let's go back to our phone. It's done. So here's the moment of truth. I must have really customized my phone. Just so you know, before the update... Oh, there it goes. It's working now. This is the furthest we got. But before the update, my phone was working flawlessly. I mean, I had 2 days battery, no problem. I had my nav bar and status bar all tweaked out. I had my custom pop-ups and power buttons and screenshots, and it all worked fine. And we had to turn all that off after all that progress we made by modding my mind, finally getting root, finally getting a custom recovery, and then Huawei wants to put a fucking update out. And here we are, messing with our phones again. I thought the next update I was going to do was a KitKat update. But again, here we are. I had to disable, my expose modules. I had to take TWRP off, fix a little camera update. And look at the problems we've had. Just me alone with me, removing the files that I don't need. It needs those files back. Spent 25 minutes adding the files. But finally, look, it's patching the files and we'll have the update. Once it's updated, we'll put everything back to normal. So, finally, after putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 apps back on my phone that I don't even use, but the update needs. Again, mine were Route 66, Google Play Music, Twitter, Huawei Help, Asphalt the Game, Bitcase, and Hangouts. I deleted all those because I don't need them and they take up room on my phone. But to do this update, apparently it needs them. It doesn't need them. What it does is I think it checks it, and if it, cause since you can't delete these if you're, we're not supposed to be rooted. This should never have a problem, but since we play with our phones, these are the troubles we come apart with. Oh, that's good when it says it is upgrading, huh? We didn't break our phone. And once this is done, we will, let's see, do I want to put TWRP back on first, or do I want to add the exposed module? Pretty sure I want to put TWRP back on first, so we'll do that. Once it optimizes my 102 apps. I'll tell you what, I don't know I had that many. I only used like 8 of them. Anyways, while this is going, this is the Trident case. That's the tempered glass screen protector. And I'm a 28-year-old man. I've dropped this phone, oh God, twice a week, I'm not one of those people who sit on my sofa all day and all that. I move around. And I'm going to drop my phone. Sometimes I get lazy and think I'm holding it and it slides out my hand. Sometimes it's just a huge brick in my hand and I drop it by accident. The last fall, it bounced off the garage wall and onto the cement floor face down, and I was sure my phone was broke, but it's not. The case held well. Actually, the case popped out a little bit right here on the side. These little holes pop out. It popped out, but I clicked it right back in and it was perfect. The screen protector has no scratches on it because of, the beveled edge right here. For a phone this size, I think you should definitely get the Trident case, other than those little plastic ones, because if you drop it on the side, it will break probably. And it's 2014, and why wouldn't you get a tempered glass screen protector instead of those cheesy plastic ones? You just spent $300 on a new phone, you can spend another $12 to get a glass screen protector. So we're going to unlock it. It's supposed to be done, and we're going to check the build. And, if the red circle goes away, like it didn't. Unbelievable. We're going to click System Update, and we're going to see what's going on here. That's funny, because that is the update right there. B148. But yet, it says I still have an update I need. Oh no, the update went away. Okay, good. Just took a second for my phone to load. Okay, so as you can see, the system update did work. B148, and before it was B126. Okay. Finally, we got our update.